Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on August 29, 2015, and it's 6:56 p.m. in Birmingham, and we are 14 days and counting to September 11, Harbinger Day. What I have here is I may take two blogs to do it, but I'm giving you some warnings that if you don't heed these warnings, you could regret it. Even if you're a Christian, if you don't heed these warnings, you could regret it. And these warnings are being broadcast by a special group of people every day. And these people are all the watchmen on the wall, every single one of them. And I can come up with 60 names, but I am not. I'm going to give you the top names that I go to most. I don't have time to look at all 60, and I really don't have the time to do it. And you don't either, I'm sure of that. So I'm going to give you the meat of the message and get it here in two blogs, and so that you'll know where I'm coming from, and you're going to know what to look for, when to look for it, and what you should do if you've missed it. A lot of things here. And so let's talk about the warnings. And number one, the Bible has 30,000 verses in it. And out of that 30,000 verses, a full 1/3 of the Bible is about prophecy. That's a lot. When Jesus talked here on earth, when he had his disciples and he spoke in not mosque, oh Lord, when I say that, and the temples, the Jewish temples. When he spoke in these places, and when he went to the countryside and spoke to people everywhere he went, did you know that 95% of everything he talked about were about prophecy and just simply why the Ten Commandments are important? And the studies that he had with his people that they passed along over the years and years. Okay, that's enough. I've told you why and or how much. So let me tell you the why. These warnings are prepared over time, and the people that they were given to took time to put them together. Took a lot of time. People that would receive a message would only receive part of it, and they all questioned God. Where's the rest of it? I don't have enough to give. But when they received the other parts, then they started working on that message to give to you and me. And as a result, we have some people out here that are telling us exactly what, when, and where that we should do, Christians and non-Christians alike. And I'm going to give you the names of the most important of the top that I know of and that I use more often than others. Gary Stearman, he used to be with Prophecy in the News. He is now Prophecy Watchers. Him and Bob Ulrich. You have L.A. Marzulli. L.A. Marzulli was a guest on Prophecy in the News, and now he's a guest on every channel out there. Plus, he has his own show, and it's Watchers TV. Then you have Tom Horn. Tom Horn is the man that gave us the message about the Pope. And it all came to pass exactly as he said it. And people thought that he was a prophet, so he started getting calls that he just couldn't take them all. And he has not stopped speaking on it, while at the same time building his station so he can tell me and you without us having to go out and buy books to hear all of the messages. So his new show is Skywatch TV. But let me give you these names. You have Gary Stearman, L.A. Marzulli, Tom Horn, Russ Dizdar. You got to write that down and hear what he's got to say. This man, I'm telling you, this man is going to put the fear of God in you. If you don't change, that means that you're completely lost and that everything went over your head. Bill Salas, he's out of 5 stars, he's got 5. Doug Stoffer, he's running at about 4 stars. He's got great messages, great books. You have Jonathan Cahn. I would think he is the top man with a top message with the most dire warnings of all of them out there. Jonathan Cahn. And he has speaking engagements nonstop. Sometimes in 2 towns, in 2 different states in a day. Sometimes 5 engagements per day. And sometime he will, go boom, boom, boom. But he speaks everywhere. And everything he talks about is one message. Only one message. And I'll tell you about that message. Then you have Mark Biltz. Mark Biltz, again, he is the 4 Blood Moon author, the original man, the man that found the hidden 4 blood moons and their meanings. He stands at 5 stars. So, top 5-star men: Bill Salas, Jonathan Cahn, Mark Biltz. And then you have Billy Crone on his in-depth information about all of this. And then you have Ken Johnson, quiet guy, but he tells you the way it is in the message of Drive Home. And then you have Bob Cornuke. I've got him as a 3-star. But Cornuke has found the original Garden of Eden. Cornuke has found the original Temple of David that was built in the old city of David. And he's also found many other things. But these people, along with Chuck Missler has the Kioinonia House, where he takes care of a lot of people. He just takes them under his wing and he teaches to them and he helps them. They need help. Chuck Missler, a very, very brilliant man, 5 stars. And you have Jack Van Impi. This man is a walking encyclopedia. He doesn't open a book. When he gives his message, he's not reading anything. He's got it all right there. He's got the Bible memorized from top to bottom. And then you have John Hagee. John Hagee's telling you like it is. It all is true. Every bit of it. And if you think that he's up here giving Satan sign signals, forget it. That has been dubbed in there because a lot of people have said it. But yet when they say it and they show you the video, there's no sound to it. So the sound being eliminated is the number one thing to look at. They're telling you a lie about John Hagee. Then you have Perry Stone. And one more I got to tell you about. The old Jim Baker. The gentleman that went to prison because of whatever reasons he went to prison for. He did. And it's probably the best thing that happened to him, because when he came out, all these people I have talked about, all of them has been on his show, and they're repeatedly coming. He is giving the word of the watchers to the world today. I'm running out of time. I need to get on to the next one. Jody Wolf Expoz.